Big Sing began actually in Hobart in a discussion with Paul Jarman and Paul Holly, and they're two very inspiring gentlemen, and we cooked up the idea of them visiting. That was 4 years ago, and we've now held 3 Big Sings, and the community have responded. Singing is a great way to celebrate your life, really, to celebrate living together and working together. Sometimes people may think that singing in choirs is a bit lame. I think that's certainly very passé, because these days choir singing in Australia at this time, very dynamic, very exciting kind of medium to work in, and bringing people together from all around central Queensland was just a really exciting way to celebrate living in together and recording history, telling of stories. It's a great thing to do. We had a 200-voice choir this year. We had many people visiting, probably more than half actually, were visiting from outside of central Queensland, so that was a great response. We were treated to a visit from the Birrallee choirs from Brisbane. But of course the major difference this year is that we were able to host the Songbridge Tour, which was a Q150 event. So Julie Christensen, who's a true visionary and leads all of us in Queensland Choral, she has created this amazing tour that she does with her Birrallee choirs, where they go into the regional areas of Queensland and commission new works to tell stories about the history of those communities. We were involved in that. We were one of 4 partners in that project last year and again this year. So yeah, Big Sing actually hosted the Q150 Songbridge Tour. Without a doubt, the highlight for me was becoming involved with the South Sea Island community. I just feel we've done something extremely important. Their history of how they came to be in central Queensland with, that ghastly blackbirding slave trade that went on starting back in the 1800s that brought thousands, actually 62,000 South Sea Islanders to central Queensland to work in our cane fields. That whole story of enslavement and survival and then developing a sense of community, staying in Australia, that had not been recorded or archived anywhere in our arts history. It doesn't appear in song anywhere, and certainly not in choir music. So I feel we've done something very important. I feel truly blessed to have met Joe and Monica Leo, who have been the inspiration to that community, and to visit with them and talk with them, hear their stories, and then have those stories translated into songs that were sung by our children and our adult choirs and will exist now for hundreds, thousands of years. That story is there forever, recorded in song for Australians to sing about. And that's because we did this. And so certainly that is a highlight for me. I feel we've made a difference.
From the island. I chose to be in Big Sing because it's fun and I just love to sing.
I came to Big Sing to be with my friends and to sing and have fun.
Basses. We've got some basses back there who need to come up and join us a little bit. It's not in your folder because I have anyway. So who's still waiting to sing? But we certainly do need to make sure that this is not loud and rough, but just not beautiful round vowels either. Okay, so the Lord above gave man an arm of iron. Right, here we go. And 1, 2. The Lord above gave man an arm of iron. Can we not sing? The Lord above gave man. I know it says minions, but forget that. The Lord above gave man. Right, and the Lord above gave man. Right, 1, 2. The Lord above gave man an arm of iron, so he could do his job and never shirk. The Lord above gave man an arm of iron, but with a little bit of luck, someone else will do the making work. Okay, the words are with a little bit of luck. Well, I've been involved in 2 Big Sings before in Yeppoon, and this time we just, through connections with Amanda, talked about incorporating both the Songbridge project and the Big Sing together. So that's how come I'm here now. I love conducting because I love to be able to work with the human voice as an instrument, so that's really the main thing. I'm not a singer myself. I love doing it, but I'm not a trained singer or anything like that, but I certainly enjoy doing it. But I just find, for me, that's my instrument of choice, I guess, is to work with the human voice. So that's what I really love, being able to mould and being able to shape, as well as being able to, of course, tell stories, which you can do with the voice because you've got text as opposed to with an instrument. So
Well, I hope that they will be entertained, but I hope they will also be moved by the music that we do, and I hope that we can communicate with them the meaning behind the text, the stories behind the text, so that it actually becomes more than just a listening experience for them, but hopefully an emotional experience, whether that be delight or joy or sorrow, whatever it is, that there'll be some kind of connection for them with what we do.
How did I get involved in Big Sing? Oh, look, I've known these people, well, nearly everyone in this organisation for 5 or 6 years. That includes Amanda here in Yeppoon and all her friends and colleagues, and Birraleigh Voices, who have commissioned me in the past to write pieces. My speciality is story and how to tell Australian stories in a way that is people's music, for the people. So that's how I managed to fit in, I think, to this project. So each piece has a specific story, and we've researched that story, collaborated with local people, and then found a way to express that through music and lyrics. Yeah, it's just uplifting, it's inspiring, it's real, it's honest, real people making real music, and all age groups. Hopefully that's what I know they'll come away feeling that, yeah.
anything with a good tune.
I just love it because it blesses my heart.
And I think the audience appreciated the oldies like us getting up and doing something.
That's what we're here for, to enjoy it. It's been the best one yet, I think.
We decided that combining the two events would be a really worthwhile project. Not only would it bring a lot of singers from Brisbane to take part in the Big Sing, but it would also be able to enrich the Big Sing in terms of bringing in some extra artists and commissioning some new works. So I guess it's been a project that's taken us about 18 months of planning, and we're very excited to be here. To hear so many different varieties of style, to hear so many different qualities of tone in the singing, and to hear lyrics that mean something to the communities that they've been written about, should be a very special moment.
So the idea came up that we would have guest artists travelling with the choir. So I got involved, and so did Patrick Nolan, who's a flautist.
There is a real energy that comes through singing, and a real connectedness to self and to soul, I think. And I think that's why all these children take to it. They're not sure about it to start with, and then once they learn what it is to sing and to feel a part of a choir, they feel a real power and a real sense of self in that, and an ability to express themselves.
We're having an absolute ball. We've been rehearsing all day. We rehearsed last night. We did a gig which was fantastic, best gig of the tour so far.
The connection between the children from Brisbane who are singing and the children in the regions, and it's a wonderful thing to see the energy and the support that the Birraleigh voices and the blokes can give to the ensembles and choristers in the regions. It's fabulous.
Yes, it was awesome.
What have you enjoyed the most?
I've enjoyed everything. I like singing.
Well, because we can sing and also be with our friends. which is
And
fun.
what have you learnt?
Well, we learned about poems this morning, about writing songs, which is good.
Yeah, nice. It's a pretty good trip. Music making with like the people from your poon.
It's been really good.
Why?
I guess just meeting lots of new people and
Singing a lot, which is what we love to do.
Yeah. Yeah, woo!
And
just
performing.
Yeppoon, it's got a great atmosphere, I guess.
Yeah. And the beach.
Yeah, beach is good.
The beach is good.
Singing's like the best thing you can do.
of Capricorn singers sounded the best we've ever heard. And so there was this wonderful party atmosphere. As soon as the concert started, the audience and the singers just went through the roof. So as the night progressed, it was just this big love fest of great music making. And that's continued all day. I mean, the children are on their school holidays, but they're bringing with them their desire and their enthusiasm for making great music. It's just, you can feel the energy in the air. The Q150 Songbridge Tour is actually overlapped with the Big Sing, so we've been able to bring up a whole new lot of wonderful voices, new music, and a really exciting time. The Q150 theme, called A Golden Land, that I wrote with Paul Jarman. He wrote a big chunk of it. It's a fabulous piece of music. I think probably the highlight of tonight is actually giving to the community this lovely experience of shared music making. Voices of Capricorn, the Big Sing choirs, and also the Beverley ensembles.
There's so many people to thank. I had a team of more than 50 people helping me, and it was just an honour, such an honour, to work on this project with people of that calibre. Certainly I need to thank our sponsors, and we received a sizable grant from the Regional Arts Development Fund. We also need to thank Central Queensland University. They were very generous also with their sponsorship. And then some of our local businesses, Green Brothers Music, Woody's Supermarket, BP Griffin Builders, and some individuals actually in our Yeppoon community as well. So to all of our sponsors, I say a very big thank you. We could not do it without you. But we also couldn't have had Big Sing this year the way that we had it without the support from the Birralea choirs, without the support from our guest artists, Anne and Mark Svensson, our local talented, very talented people who contributed to the artistry of the weekend, to our visiting artists from Orchestra Queensland, Patrick Nolan and Matthew Farrell, to the whole of the artistic team from Birralea, and particularly to their directors, Julie Christensen and Paul Holly. And last but not least, our composers, Paul Jarman and Harley Mead, who share their talent and are truly incredible human beings with the talent they have and what they do with it to enhance our lives and our communities. So thank you to all of those people.